Get ready, because this might be the most shocking Hollywood twist we've seen all year. Rumor has it, a private tape has surfaced, allegedly showing Swizz Beatz and Lala Anthony in a moment far too close for comfort.
So I don't have a problem with you, Lala, and your husband.
Whoa!
Okay, all right, so wait, backstory.
Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with them, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house.
And it matched up with the tour that Alicia Keys was on. And you were like, But you didn't suspect anything was going on between them prior to that.
Nope.
So it was a complete shock.
Totally shocked.
And here's the kicker, Lala isn't just any celebrity. She's someone with deep ties to both Swizz and Alicia Keys. That connection turns this from simple gossip into a story of friendship, loyalty, and a scandal that could change everything. In this video, we'll uncover how this rumor connects to years of whispers, why some fans are calling it full circle karma, and the surprising history between all three people involved. We'll also reveal details from insiders who claim this situation has been brewing for far longer than anyone imagined. You'll see how past events might have set the stage for this very moment, and why some believe it was only a matter of time before everything spilled out. Make sure you watch until the end, because the final piece of this puzzle might just change how you see the entire story. Years of whispers now unfolding in public. For years, subtle rumors about Swizz Beatz and Lala Anthony have quietly moved through Hollywood circles, mentioned at private events, hinted at in online threads, and whispered among those who claim to have seen things others missed. Most of the time, these murmurs faded as quickly as they appeared, dismissed as gossip with no solid proof. But the release of this alleged private tape has taken what was once background noise and pushed it into the center of the public stage. Multiple insiders suggest this connection did not appear out of nowhere. It may have been quietly developing long before anyone suspected.
So things were fine in your marriage, you were good, so you thought, but then you found some credit card statements. Is that the first indication that something was wrong?
Some recall moments at industry parties and public appearances where the two shared a kind of familiarity that felt just slightly beyond casual friendship. At the time, fans saw it as harmless, but now those same interactions are being re-examined with fresh eyes. The timeline is not crystal clear, yet the pattern of sightings and interactions stretching over several years has left even their most loyal supporters wondering if the truth was hiding in plain sight all along. And with the new claims surfacing, the question is no longer just whether this happened, it is how far back it really goes. The first domino falls. When news of the so-called tape reached Alicia Keys, the atmosphere reportedly shifted instantly. Known for her calm demeanor and ability to keep personal matters behind the scenes, Alicia is said to have been visibly shaken by the claims. Sources close to her describe the moment as a turning point, a situation that could no longer be downplayed or brushed aside. From the very start, she wanted direct answers.
So I don't have a problem with you, Lala, and your husband.
Whoa!
Okay, all right, so wait, backstory.
And she wanted them fast. Behind closed doors, conversations between Alicia and Swizz have been described as deeply emotional, marked by frustration, disbelief, and a need for clarity. The involvement of Lala, someone who had once been welcomed into her inner circle, adds a level of personal hurt that makes the situation even harder to navigate. To complicate matters, the resurfacing of older rumors and unaddressed concerns has turned this from a single incident into something much larger. For Alicia, this is not just about a single moment caught on camera. It is about years of trust, every unspoken doubt, and every unanswered question suddenly demanding the truth. And with so much history intertwined, the fallout is already proving far more complex than anyone on the outside could imagine. According to those familiar with the situation, Alicia has been struggling to reconcile the public image of her friendship with Lala and the private reality she is now facing. This is not just about confronting Swizz over a rumored tape. It is also about questioning years of loyalty and rethinking the foundation of a relationship she thought she understood. For fans, it is one thing to hear about celebrity breakups, but it is another to witness a collapse that involves both personal and professional ties. And if these claims prove to have any truth, the fallout between these two women could be permanent, reshaping the way their circles interact for years to come. karma comes full circle.
Was Swizz and not breaking up happy on? Like, people are forgetting when she moved into Swizz and them's house to work on the music with him, he was still married to his wife, living in that same house.
Among fans, one of the most talked about angles of this unfolding drama is the idea of karma. Years back, Alicia Keys faced criticism for beginning her relationship with Swizz Beatz, while his marriage to Mashonda was still officially intact. Although Alicia maintained that the relationship started after the separation, Mashonda's public statements painted a very different picture, creating years of tension between the two women. Now, with these new allegations involving La Anthony, many are pointing out the striking parallels. It is almost like the roles have reversed. Alicia, once accused of being the outsider, now faces the pain of someone allegedly stepping into her own marriage. Social media has been flooded with comparisons, timelines, and side-by-side headlines from both eras. Whether or not the situation mirrors the past perfectly, the perception alone has been powerful enough to reignite old debates and remind the public of every headline from over a decade ago. In the court of public opinion, patterns often matter more than facts, and this pattern is one that people cannot stop talking about: the custody and control factor. Adding another layer to this already complex story are resurfaced claims from the past about Alicia's role in Swizz Beatz's family dynamics. During the early days of her relationship with Swizz, reports circulated that she supported his push for full custody of his son with Mashonda.
Wanted to know why I couldn't go see him at his dad's, and why can't his dad come over and see his bedroom at our house. It was really a wake-up call. Even if we don't want to for ourselves right now, we have to do it for him because he doesn't deserve it.
Critics at the time saw this as an attempt not just to build a new family, but to fully take over the role of primary parent, effectively removing Mashonda from the equation. Whether those past claims were entirely accurate or not, they left a lasting impression, and they are now being brought up again in light of this new controversy. For many observers, it adds to the narrative that Alicia is no stranger to making bold moves when it comes to protecting or shaping her personal life. The irony, of course, is that the very stability she seemed determined to secure back then is now being threatened from within. The reminder of past custody tensions makes the current situation feel even more layered, not just a possible marital crisis, but also a reminder of how complicated blended families can become when trust is shaken. A pattern. Too familiar. Looking at the bigger picture, this is not the first time Swizz Beatz has faced speculation about his loyalty. Long before his marriage to Alicia, there were whispers about overlapping relationships, unexpected pregnancies, and connections that blurred the line between friendship and something more. Each time, the stories varied in detail, but the central theme stayed the same. Questions about whether his commitment matched the public image he projected. Fans have begun revisiting these old headlines, connecting them to the current allegations, and noticing how similar the timelines often appear. The consistency of these patterns has fueled the belief that what is happening now might not be an isolated incident, but part of a much longer history. For Alicia, this is especially difficult because it raises an uncomfortable question. Was she trying to build something lasting with someone who was never going to change, or is this truly a one-time mistake? The answer to that question will determine not just the future of her marriage, but also how the public sees her role in this story. The stakes could not be higher. If the claims about this tape hold any truth, the fallout could affect far more than just Alicia and Swizz's personal relationship. This is a couple who have built a shared public image, worked on projects together, and created a carefully managed brand that blends music, family, and style. A public fracture would not only impact their personal lives, but could disrupt professional opportunities, endorsements, and public perception. Then there is the friendship factor. If Alicia decides to publicly address her relationship with La, the entertainment world will be forced to choose sides, and circles that once overlapped seamlessly could split apart. For years, Alicia has been seen as a steady, grounded figure in the industry, but this situation has put her in the middle of a storm where every decision will be dissected. The stakes here are not just emotional, they are reputational and professional, and the outcome could reshape how all three individuals are viewed in Hollywood for years to come. The question everyone is asking, as the dust settles, at least for now, one thing is clear: this story is far from over. Whether the alleged tape is ever made public, or whether more witnesses come forward with new details, the truth has a way of finding its way out. And when it does, the impact on these relationships, friendships, and careers could be irreversible. Right now, Alicia Keys is standing at a crossroads. Either she believes the explanations she's been given, or she decides it's time to rewrite the story of her personal life completely. Swizz Beatz, on the other hand, faces the challenge of rebuilding trust while knowing the world is watching his every move. And Lala Anthony, she may have to address the rumors directly if she wants to protect her own reputation in this rapidly shifting narrative. The next chapter could be explosive, or it could quietly fade away. But history shows that in Hollywood, secrets rarely stay buried for long. So what do you think? Is this the beginning of the end for one of music's most famous couples? Or will they find a way to turn the page? Let me know your thoughts below. Make sure you subscribe and keep that notification bell on, because the next update could change everything.